Hello and welcome to another Drukhari Codex unit by unit video. Today we continue the look at the new units by taking a look at the Warp Beast. Let's begin. Hello and welcome to the next unit by unit video. I'm Skari, your grateful host, the Drukhari master of the interwebs. Well, that's what you might think, or you might not. If you agree with me, leave a comment down below. If you disagree with me, move on to the next video. No, I'm just kidding. So, we've been talking about the each unit series of the new Drukhari book. Last, we talked about the grotesques. So we've been looking at the different beasts of the beast packs available to the Drukhari. So if you're new to this style of video, the first thing I do is talk a little bit about the lore of the unit specifically. Then we dive into the unit itself, its stats and whatnot. And then we talk a little bit about strategies involving the units themselves. I really enjoy the beast packs, and today we're going to be looking at the Kymerae, which are the warp beasts, or the old warp beasts. So let's dive right in, shall we? The warp beasts, called Kymerae, are living proof of the Beastmaster's skills as a spirit hunter. Each Kymerae is a denizen of the chaotic dimension known as the Imperium, born from the stuff of a demon world. These strange non-creatures coalesce around vivid nightmares as a pearl forms around grit, taking the shape of a long-fanged, many-eyed, sinewy beast riven with juts of bone and horn-tipped tentacles. Beastmasters must hunt down and harness their own Kymerae in a perilous fugue or dream quest. Should they fail, their soul will be devoured by the malefic entities of that realm. But if they are successful, they can draw the entire packs of Kymerae back across the veil to the physical dimension to do their bidding. Cool. Kymerae are probably one of the neatest, coolest models of the Drukhari range, and hobby-wise, it's great. You only get, I believe, I don't know if you get 2 to a box, or is it a blister? They're rather expensive. So I've been using Lord of the Rings wargs, and I call them warg beasts, not warp beasts. But I do own a couple of the Drukhari Kymerae, and they're really nice to paint. The fangs, the eyes, the tentacles, and like the little horn things. They really add a lot, and they're striking, so you can paint them up in demonic colors like reds and purples and yellows and oranges, and it really kind of makes them pop on the tabletop. So let's dive in to what a Kymerae is. They're essentially beasts. They're like puppies. They're dogs, essentially. So a Kymerae is 1 power level for 2 Kymerae. So for 1 power level, you get 2. They're 10 points each. So you get 20 points, you get 2 of them. They have 10-inch movement, weapon skill 3+, no ballistic skill. They have strength and toughness of 4, so they have marine stats when it comes to strength and toughness. They have 1 wound each. They have 3 attacks each. They are only leadership 4, and they have a 6+ armor save. You can include up to 5 additional pairs of Kymerae, so you can have 2 to 12 in a unit, and they're armed with claws and talons, which are very simply a melee weapon, strength user, no AP, damage 1. So 3 attacks, strength 4, they hit on 3s. Not too shabby. They just have a lot of attacks, decent strength. they're very good at clearing chaff units, like, you know, screens or cultists or just little things that are going to be easy to just jump in with a bunch of attacks. You know, you get 10 dogs for 100 points. That's 30 attacks hitting on 3s at strength 4. It's just weight, it's volume of attacks. So what are some of their abilities? Their only ability is called Otherworldly. They have a 5+ invulnerable save. Cool, kind of handy. 5+ invulnerable save. There's lots of invulnerable saves in the Drukhari book. 5+, it's not as good as, say, a 4+ from a Prophets of Flesh 4+, but it's still a 5+, which means you get some sort of save. But usually they die horribly to just like waves of bolter fire. So Kymerae, if they get shot by rapid firing bolters, they're all dead. Which means you have to be careful with how you use them. They are Eldari Drukhari, and they are beasts demons. They are a demon keyword, and they're Kymerae. So the Kymerae itself, a cheap, fast-moving, many attacks unit. They die pretty quickly. They don't have power from pain, so you can't really boost them in any sort of way. And they have a very generic purpose. Big packs of them, jump in. I usually run 6 to 8, and I keep them in the back. I do not get very aggressive with Kymerae. I use them for mop-up duty. So they go in and pick on smaller units and get to them really quickly, and then just volume of weight of dice. Or I use them to tie up tanks or things like that. And we'll get to the other beasts, the Razor Wings, later. Those are probably my favorite and most versatile, the little flying Razor Wing flocks, of all the beast packs. So if you're going to use Kymerae, you need a Beastmaster around. The Beastmaster lets the Kymerae use his leadership, which is great. So instead of leadership 4, they're leadership 7. I usually give my Beastmaster +2 leadership with the combat drugs, so they're leadership 9, which is really handy, so they're not going to run away. And the Beastmaster also gives them reroll 1s to hit in combat. So hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s, it's statistically, you're going to get some rerolls, get some in. Now they're great at strength 4, which means you want to jump them in against toughness 3, toughness 4, and I wouldn't really send them up against high toughness targets. And because they don't have AP, you want to try and get into stuff that doesn't have an armor save, or that has a very low armor save, so that the damage that does get through is like you reap the rewards for it. Now be careful, as I said before, a rapid firing unit or volume of shots will eliminate Kymerae like this. So don't be too aggressive. Hide them behind line of sight, blocking terrain. You know, they're beasts, so they can't go up and down ruins unless they fly. So just hide them, clear out, you know, go try and outflank them. If you want to try and webway portal them, you can. Big 12 Beastman unit with a Beastmaster. So I wouldn't use them in a competitive sense, but I would use them in friendly pickup games. Usually run 1 Beastmaster or 2 Beastmasters, and then 1 of each kind of beast pack, just for fun. They just add variety to your Drukhari collection, and in conjunction with the other beasts, there's really good synergy. Clawed Fiends doing a lot of damage, Kymerae clearing out screens, and Razorwing Flocks getting in the way, soaking up fire, soaking up smites, just tying stuff up. There's a cool stratagem you can use. As 1 command point, use it on a Beastmaster, and all beast units within 6 inches get to reroll charge ranges, so there is a way to get them reliably into combat with rerolling charges. All Drukhari get that after turn 2, so it sucks that you have to spend a command point to do it. However, the option is there if you just keep on failing that charge with your beasts. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that video on the Kymerae. Make sure you check the links down below if you'd like to become a Patreon for some more awesome goodness and access to the tight denizen community here on Scarredcast. Leave a comment, let me know what you think about the Drukhari Kymerae, and we'll be back next time when we talk about the Razorwing Flocks. I'm Scary, your grateful host, signing off until next time. Scary out.